My name is Ben, Rescue Germany, and today we just saved data on Samsung A41 after water damage and prior repair attempt. Have a look at this. Do you see that? The board really exploded on a low temp here, and that's because of the pre-work. You see that? It's crazy. Come on, baby. We just add some flux here. Always, if you work with universal stencils or stencils which are bigger than the original, it's just like we have to concentrate, and sometimes we have to fix things like that. So the board was mailed in, or the device was mailed in with the board, and we had a water damage on it, and somebody already tried to repair on the board. I already prepared a swap board, so we need to transplant the CPU and the UFS to get access to the important data on the phone. Let's go. So we have a look on the old board, and here you can see that somebody already took off the shields and worked on the board. So we see a lot of flux, and that's pretty not good, because here you see it was already soldered. Here is a chip missing, and this is a thing I don't want to repair anymore at all. I just want to get access to the important data, and the only way and the fastest way is to swap the parts CPU and UFS to a new board. So let's go. I have a new board holder here. It's a Qianli, and it's pretty cool. And I think I show it to you here. We can just get the board. We take this side, it's better. So we can get the board in here, and then we can just fix it, and it holds perfectly. Nice. Let's go. We just activate the dust absorber, and then we start by taking off the CPU and the UFS chip, okay? And because we don't need this board anymore at all, nothing, we can go on fast by just lifting out without cleaning the glue around. And we don't care about the parts around. Let's find the perfect position to get in here. So we first take out the CPU. Done. CPU is out, baby. Get to here, and we take out the UFS storage chip. Here is data stored on, baby. And we are out, and you see the board just popped off. So it was already hardly heat damage before, because we used a low temp. Have a look at this. Do you see that? The board really exploded on a low temp here, and that's because of the pre-work. You see that? It's crazy. Here, you can just hear, that's amazing. Okay? Hardly destroyed before by heat, but the chips look pretty okay. So we just clean up the chips, and we start with the UFS chip this time. Yeah, the chip looks pretty okay. We add some flux, then we take our solder iron and some solder paste, and we clean up the chip. So great. Cleaned the UFS. Now we take a knife, just scrape around the UFS one time, and after that we just clean the CPU. Smells like fucking cancer. Okay, we get the CPU free of glue and we take the solder from the pads. The surface of the CPU is really good, so we can go on by cleaning with no fear. So this looks pretty good now. Let's just take some alcohol for cleaning. Alcohol is always good, like you know. And we take some hot air and a knife. Looks pretty good. Now we clean the CPU around. And now we can reball the CPU and the UFS, get it down to the new board, and then we can just start up the device and taking out data, baby, boomy! Let's start with the CPU. Clean the CPU with fingers. And now we just need to have a look which stencil is matching here. Oh, and this one looks pretty good. Okay, we can take a stencil out of an iPad 6 or iPad mini 4 CPU. It's same, and it works for that CPU here. The mesh is good for that CPU, and so I just cleaned the stencil before, because like always, a lot of people use stencils in this company, and they just clean them. What the heck? Now we just add paste to this shiny tiny CPU. Just set up the hot air before so we can start directly with reballing. Okay, looks good. And we start by adding paste. Like this. Then we need tweezers, and we can start by flowing over with the hot air. Tim, how does this look like? Beautiful, baby! Beautiful, baby! I love these CPU reballs. And done! Wait a short time. Lift up stencil. See a good result or not? I hope yes. I will just clean it with the brush. I think I saw two missing balls, but not a problem at all. We will fix them now. Let us have a look here. 3 bolts missing here, like you see, but we can fix that in a fast way. So we go over here, and what we have here is a ball. So 1 ball here. Ah, yeah, here are the balls. You see that? Okay. Okay. I do them away because they need to be a little bit bigger. Yeah, these are okay. Can you see everything, Tim?
Yes, sir.
Nice. This one is too big. Come on, go over. Okay. So we need a second one and a third one. Here is one we can take. Here is one we can take. And we just add a tiny little bit of flux. Okay. What we saw here was just 2 bolts connecting, not a problem. So this one we need here. And this one we need here. Do you think this will be good, Tim?
Yes, because if master.
We will see. Oh, looks amazing, I think. Here we had another ball. So we can just do it like that. Come on, baby. We just add some flux here. Always, if you work with universal stencils or stencils which are bigger than the original, it's just like we have to concentrate, and sometimes we have to fix things like that. But now we are done. So we add some flux here. And we reflow this beautiful CPU, and then we have a really beautiful CPU for going down to the new board. Okay, so now we are done. You see, that's pretty okay, and we can use it for the swap. And now we need to reball that UFS. Let us have a look. I have a stencil for that. On this stencil, it's pretty amazing. You have all the UFS BGA types. So we just need to go to here, clean one time, turn, and get the stencil on. Okay, like this. Okay, we are right in the right position, like you see. Now we can just add some solder paste. And reball that BGA. like this, adding some flux. Reflow again. And we can add these parts to the new board. Okay. Take out the UFS, add some flux to the chip. Reflow the chip. And get the chip over to that. So now we just take the new prepared board, okay, this one, and we transplant, sorry for my bad English, we transplant the chips to here, and we start with the UFS. Done. And now we just need to get down the CPU, having a look if we see dirt. Nope, that's pretty fine. And solder down the CPU. Done. Now we can take the box and take the screen. And while this PCB is cooling down, we just check for the battery, for the direction. Okay, the battery is that. So we can just push it a little bit. So we push the battery. We push the battery for a short time, and then we can measure the battery voltage. Okay, we have plus here and minus here. Okay, we have 3.1 volts on the battery. Now we need to have a look how to get this connector. Okay, so it's different. Okay, so it's like that way. And the board, if we take the board in here, it's like this. And so we have to go, okay, just for me to know how to connect power supply to that board without causing any shorts, okay? Deactivate power supply, connect that, activate, and we need to boot up. So we need to see where we have the power button. We have the power button here. Let us check these two. Are they right? Just let me check. Or what we can do is just connecting that and charging the device. It's pretty okay too. For that we just need a USB-C cable. Do we have a USB-C cable here? Yes, we have. We have a USB-C cable here. Now we need to see for charging the device. Remember, we only have 3.1 volts on the battery, so it will take a time until we can see a charging symbol on the screen. Okay, this is pretty okay. Okay, so the load is pretty okay for that device. So now we just need to charge the device, and after that we can just take out data from this device to our PC and then straight to the customer. Like you see, not a big problem to swap that board to get access to the important data. I'm out, here's Ben, goodbye.